Hey everyone, Dan from Ghost. We're supposed to do our Ghost Talks live show tonight. Unfortunately, there's unforeseen circumstances that we couldn't do our show again this month. So anyways, I figured I'd go on and at least didn't want to disappoint you guys. So I'm going to go solo. So I'm the only one that's going to be on right now. So, there's no real subject enough to talk about, but I can kind of tell you that the team is going through a lot of changes right now. A lot of stuff is going on. There's going to be some, how would I say it? Things are going to change. So we're changing stuff around. So I figured I'd at least come online and talk to you guys for a bit. If you guys have any questions on maybe some stuff that's upcoming, we're still planning on doing something for, sorry, my glasses kind of crooked a bit. We're still planning on doing something for Halloween, which will be at the end of October. So unfortunately, some members couldn't make it tonight for the Ghost Talk Talks live feed. So I figured I'd just go solo and talk to you guys for a bit. So if you guys have any questions, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm there to answer them if I can. So some stuff that's coming up, as you all know, there's a series that I collaborated on for as a quote-unquote paranormal expert. And this series is going to be coming up in the fall, so fairly shortly, probably September, October. And this is going to air, I think, on A&E and Sci-Fi Channel. So be sure to look out for that. And like I said, we have something coming up in October. Hopefully we have some more investigations coming up. We may have some private residences that we're doing. Again, unfortunately, we couldn't do a live show in July. This month, unfortunately, it didn't work out. We couldn't do it again today. Like I said, Ghost is going through a lot of changes right now. So, hopefully things will get better. So, a couple of things I can talk about. Like I said, if you guys want to ask some questions and see where this is going to go, I'm just going to kind of wing it on my own and just do this solo for tonight. So, again, if you guys want to ask some stuff, I'll try to inform you as best as I can. So I'm just going to sit here and see if you guys want to chit-chat for a bit. Anyways, I will tell you, there is something coming up in October. It's in the making. It's going to be a workshop. It's going to be a meet and greet. It's going to be a workshop. It's going to be a public investigation in a very renowned or a very known location, a location we've done before, actually. So I'm sure you're going to know. I don't want to tell you too much right now, but it's going to be coming up end of October. So this is going to be available. It's not going to be a draw tickets. This is going to be an event where you can actually buy a ticket, which means you buy a ticket, you are attending the event. This is going to include a meet and greet. It's going to include a stations where you guys can experiment with the equipment. It's going to include a 3-course dinner. So this is a whole evening things. Tickets are probably going to sell for about $75 a person. There's going to be some choice tickets for VIP passes, which I think there's going to be 10 available. It's going to be quite an interesting evening. So, keep an eye out for, keep checking our page. There's some stuff coming up. And, hopefully a lot of you can attend. We're not sure how many people are going to be available to attend this event, but it's going to be coming up in October. So if you guys have any questions about our upcoming events, the stuff we may be doing, upcoming investigations of even maybe if you're curious to see what's going on in our team and see if you guys can ask some questions, we can go from there. By the way, I really appreciate the ones that do tune in to our usual monthly live feeds, which we haven't done since July. We did, last one we did was actually in June. So we've actually missed July and August. So I do think that the ones that do tune in, the ones that usually endure our shenanigans and the stuff that we do, but we are serious in what we do as far as a team. We are a serious team that tries to investigate on a very as scientific as we can, and we try to use the critical thinking, and we want to be as critical as we can, because we really do. What we want is we actually do want to find real evidence of the paranormal. I mean, that's the whole point of Ghosts. It's the way I established G.H.O.S.T back in 2010. Principles haven't changed, but like I said, we're going through some changes right now. Some major changes, by the way. And my glasses are still crooked again. I don't know what's going on with these glasses, but anyways. Um, so I do want to say hello to the rest of my team. Unfortunately, most of them, there was a few that could come tonight, but a lot of different circumstances, we just couldn't do it. So I do want to say hello to my team out there. I want to say hello to Taylor. Don't forget anybody. Taylor, Kyle, Shannon, Melanie, Trina. Hope I don't forget somebody. Colin is, well, anyways, that's a whole other big story. But anyways, so Colin, Adam, and Don. So hopefully I didn't forget anybody. I'm just saying we've got 8 viewers right now. So this is a solo Ghost Talk live feed tonight. There's not, like I said, nobody gets, people are tuning in the last minute. Nobody could actually make it tonight. So I'm doing the solo thing. So I'm trying to make it as best as I can. As I said, there's a series that I've been working on that's coming up in the fall. And this will come on, like I said, maybe September, October. Oh, there we go. I didn't even have the comments on. There's hey, Walt. Nice to hear from you again, Walt. Sorry about what happened with Velisca, but we have some upcoming stuff that maybe things are going to work out. Anna, I apologize, Anna. I don't speak Spanish, so I only speak English, French, and a little bit of German, but not very much. Walt, I'll be doing investigation September 28th. Springs Hotel and Spa. Congratulations, Walt, on that investigation. Is that Walt? Is that in that location in Illinois? Is that known to be haunted? Did you hear about any specific occurrences there at the what do you call it? The original Springs Hotel and Spa in Oakville. So let me know. Text me or send a message. Just let me know what has been going on there and why you're investigating it. Hi, Jennifer. Good evening. Nice of you to join me. Like I said, I'm doing solo tonight, so you guys are probably going to find it really boring. It's just Dan from G.H.O.S.T and nobody else. But anyways, I'm doing the best I can because the rest of the team couldn't make it tonight. PM on the 28th. Walt, on the 28th, I'll be sure to tune in. 28th on live. Are you going to be live Facebook, Walt? If you're still there, I'll be sure to tune in and actually have a look at that. Oh, Taylor, you there, Taylor? Hi, Taylor. You're now like one of the guests right now. Are you actually at work right now? The hunt is organized. Oh, the ghost hunt is organized by the location, Walt? Is that what you meant? Jennifer, we're located in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, but we do investigations across Ontario, hopefully in the States, and maybe across Canada at one point. But thanks for asking, Jennifer. Hey, Taylor, you still there? I saw you logged on. Taylor's one of our investigators. I just saw that she joined in. So, aren't you supposed to be at work, Taylor? Sorry, I got a bit of music playing in the background. So, like I said, like what's upcoming for our team? there's going to be some changes, as I said earlier. For those maybe tuning in right now, there's going to be a lot of changes. If you've noticed, we haven't been very active on our page lately. People are vacation, holidays. It's hard to get everybody organized and on the same day every last Saturday of the month, but we do the best we can. So of course, summer months are a little kind of off, so we don't. It's hard for us to get together sometimes, but we do the best we can. Excuse me. I got music playing in the background. If it's too loud or if it's blocking my voice, just let me know. And if you guys are just tired of hearing me talk, just say so, and you guys can ask some questions. That's some good music like that. Dora. I was talking to my cat. So I'm just looking to see if you guys have any questions about. If you guys have questions about how we investigate, what our investigative methods are, if you have questions about equipment, I'll answer those questions as best as I can. Actually, I'm going to go through a little bit of. Okay, so what's coming up in our Halloween kind of event that we're going to have. I'm going to mention this again, so maybe some new people that are kind of tuning in. It's going to be a big event. This is going to be huge. We're going to have a meet and greet. We're going to have a workshop. This is going to be in a huge location. We're going to have a 3-course dinner that's going to get served. Tickets are approximately going to be about $75 a piece per person. There's also going to be about 10 VIP tickets available. Those are not going to last long, so when they do go up for sale, you better be sure to grab them. There's going to be about 10 VIP tickets that are going to go up for sale. And that means these people get to sleep overnight in this location with us and do the investigation for the whole night, not just the evening and part of the early morning, but this is going to be for the whole night. So this will go on to like 5, 6 a.m. So these are going to be 10 VIP tickets available. We're not sure on how many people we can accommodate at this time, but it's going to be anywhere between 60 and 120 people. That's about how many tickets we'll be able to sell. Again, it's going to depend on how many investigators and how many people we have helping us out to handle all these people. But it's going to be like I said, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a public investigation of one of our probably best locations we've investigated in the last probably 3 years. So, glasses. So be sure to pay attention to our page for when this event pops up and the tickets go up for sale. These are not going to be draw tickets, which means if you buy a ticket, you are attending the event. So this is not a draw. We're not going to be holding any draws on this specific event. This is you buy a ticket, you go. That's it, period. Hey, Walt, what about that investigation you did in the States? You said you were doing another investigation on August 16th, 17th. Did that pan out for you? Did you actually get it done? I was looking at people who's from Camden. Jennifer, Camden, New York. Jennifer, are you part of a paranormal investigation team? Quick question, Walt. Have you ever thought of coming to Canada? Maybe if we have this event? Quite a drive for you, I would assume so. Quite a distance. But I'm not going to stay on long tonight, so if you guys have any questions, it's going to be a very, very, very short. I may be on for another 10 minutes or so. Like I said, this is a solo for me, so of course it's not the usual Ghost Talks live show that we usually have, but I figured since we missed the last one, I would at least tune in for you and at least be there in case you guys were wondering if you had any questions at all. So Walt, it didn't work out. What was the location you went to, Walt, on the 16th and 17th? Sorry, guys. I was just looking at the comments and the questions on the right side here on the panel. The private residence in Centralia, Illinois. Cool, Walt. What? So you didn't catch anything at all, Walt? There was no no evidence of you didn't catch anything at all. So what happened in the past, Jennifer? What kind of stuff did you go through? I mean, of course, I think everybody who's into the paranormal all had experiences in the past. I think that's why 99.9% of us do it, is because we had experiences. I personally had some really bizarre experiences when I, probably back in 2002 in a house I lived in. Actually, I'm not sure if I actually shared that with you guys. This happened it was almost 17 years ago. The house I lived in was, long story short, it was owned by a Haitian couple who actually raised their kids there, and they had a nanny that used to mind the kids. She used to live in the basement. They had a basement apartment for her in this house. And there was a lot of stuff. Seems a lot of the activity in this house was actually situated in the basement. And when I actually confronted my landlord with it, I asked him, I said, "You ever have any weird experiences in the house when you were raising your kids?" He says, "Yeah, there was some weird stuff going on." And I asked him, I said, "Well, I've had my own experiences. Weird stuff happened." So it turns out he tells me that the nanny that used to babysit the kids was into voodoo. Now, of course, we all know that voodoo can bring on a lot of different kind of energies. And it was weird because every time I had my girlfriend would bring her dog over, it would bark at the basement. I had some cats. The cats would come up screeching from the basement with their belly rubbing on the ground. So it was weird that there was something, it was like something was going on in the basement. So this house was bizarre. I saw apparitions in this place. I saw there's stuff that flew off the shelves. I had tea lights, just like these ones here, little tea lights with liquids, and they actually fell off the shelf. They flipped over, spilt the wax. It never spilt a drop of wax, but they fell off the shelf, flipped, landed flame up on the floor, still lit, but not a drop of wax spilt. So it was a lot. It was a really kind of weird place that I lived in. So that's how I got into the paranormal, because of these experiences I had in this house, which was around the Nepean. And this was back in 2002. So I can understand Jennifer with her comments saying that she's had many things happened to her in the past that makes her very interested in it. So something I totally believe in. But of course, when I established G.H.O.S.T, I decided I was going to take a much more scientific approach to it, a little bit more critical minded, to get like really hardcore evidence. And that's what we're about. We want to get like real hardcore evidence. So that's what our team wants to do. Just looking at the comments on the side. Walt, private residence. So no evidence, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. If you have a pic to send us the picture via private messages, and yeah, absolutely, we'll have a look at it, and we can let you know what we think. Very true, Walt. A lot of the time we'll go into locations where there's been reported accounts. You can't go into a location and say investigate one night or even 2 nights and go, "Oh, we didn't find anything tonight. It's not haunted." You can't say that. It could, maybe it wasn't active that weekend. So you're totally right, Walt. It doesn't mean that there's nothing there. It just means there was nothing there that night. So a location needs to be investigated multiple times in order to find out whether there's potential activity going on there or not. Wow, that's pretty bad, Jennifer. You actually had something push you down the stairs? That's actually a physical encounter. And that's Walt said, ouch. That's a very physical encounter. So Jennifer, you're saying you're sensitive. You sense stuff sometimes. So you're maybe not psychic, but you're sensitive to this type of activity. And you know what, Jennifer? It's funny you say this, because, of course, as paranormal investigators, I guess we can't really go always by our instinct. A lot of people say you have to follow your instinct, but in order to find critical, like very concrete evidence, we need to be level-headed and we need to kind of stay very critical-minded. But yeah, I think honestly, like a lot of my investigators at different investigations have felt stuff, sensed things. Unfortunately, we can never bring this forward as evidence because there's no way to prove it. It becomes a personal experience. But I totally believe that some people can actually sense stuff. They can sense the paranormal. They can get visions. It's possible, but unfortunately, we can't bring it forward as scientific evidence. But I do believe it's possible. Absolutely, Walt. If you want to send us those pictures, I wouldn't mind looking at them. We always like to get people's pictures in. We like to review them. We like to give your opinion on them to see what we think it may be. A lot of the pictures we get, though, unfortunately, there's a lot of matrixing involved. And I don't know if most of you know what matrixing is, but it's the mind's way of making sense of something it doesn't understand. So when we see a picture and there's like a shape that we can't, make heads or tails of, we're going to imagine something. Oh, it's a face, or it's a woman, it's this, it's that. It's just our brain trying to make sense of it. Unfortunately, a lot of the pictures we get, that's what happens. So it's very hard to prove the paranormal with just a still picture. Video, much better, because you're getting movement. It's a lot easier to, kind of like the window we found in the hostel. Video doesn't lie. When something moves, it moves. And if there's nothing moving it there, there's got to be something going on. Pictures are hard to prove, though. Very hard to prove. So yeah, well, if you want, send us those pictures and we'll definitely have a look at them. So guys, I'm going to be on for another maybe 10 minutes or so. Like I said, this is going to be a short live feed. Just wanted to connect with you guys a bit because we did miss the show last month. We were hoping to get it done the Saturday of this month, last Saturday of this month. Unfortunately, circumstances didn't let that happen again. So I did want to connect with you guys a little bit with for the people that follow us, the people that are faithful to our team, the people that believe in what we do. So I wanted to at least connect with you guys, even though it's just solo. I wanted to at least come on live, unedited, and just kind of talk to you guys for a bit. So I will be on for another 5-10 minutes. I'm going to keep it short tonight. And then hopefully next month in September, we'll be on our Ghost Talks live feed on the last Saturday of September. Hopefully we'll be able to do a live feed for you with the rest of the team in this room that we use every month to do our live feed. Yes, Jennifer, it's always better to try to disprove. If you go through a process of elimination, eventually you end up with the truth. So a process of elimination is very important. You kind of deduct, you have to really, that's what investigating is. You have to look at all the possible options, possible causes for the phenomena that's going on. And once you eliminate everything if you eliminate everything that's possibly natural, then possibly you end up with something that's supernatural. So, of course, you're totally right. You need to just, try to disprove as much as you can. And then hopefully what you have in the end is actual evidence. Sounds good, Walt. You send that to me tonight. I'll have a look at it. And may send it off to Colin, see if he can kind of not touch it up, but I mean to kind of fix it up a bit and maybe clarify it. So, yeah, please send it via private message. And I'll have a look at it, and I'll send it off to Colin. Hey, Wayne, how's it going? New Brunswick from the East End. Hey, Don, how's it going? I'm going solo tonight, Don. Doing the best I can. And I'm drinking my tea in my cup, right? I know half of you don't even believe this is tea. I'm telling you it's tea, right? Yeah, sure. That's a total lie, isn't it? Okay, but it looks better when it's in a cup. Anyways, it is Saturday, as my wife would say. It is my Saturday as well. So. No, Don. Kyle showed up. We had a quick meeting to talk about the event that's coming up in October. We talked about certain things that need to be changed within the team. So that's more a lot of personal stuff, which we'll talk about once we meet up. But no, nobody could make it tonight. Shannon was a little iffy on it. Obviously, you said you had to go out. Taylor had to work. The other ones couldn't make it. So it was best just to postpone for this month again. But like I said, I figured I'd come on live for a bit to connect with our fans and the people that follow us. I figured we at least owe them that. So I'm doing this solo. So we have a few viewers here. Again, if you people have questions, please go ahead, ask me some questions. Start a conversation, topic, whatever you want. Like I said, I'm not going to be on for much longer, another maybe 10 minutes or so. Jennifer, if you're trying to send a picture, if it doesn't work via private message, you can send the picture to me directly at dan@ghost-canada.com, and I'll have a look at it this evening. Wayne, the scariest encounter. I would have to say this was at the Trinity Inn in Gananoque. I think I've shared this with you guys before and I think I was talking to Jennifer about personal experiences. I went through a really personal experience at the Trinity Inn where at one point I wasn't feeling myself. I lost track of time. I thought I was doing certain things, and when I looked back at the DVR cameras, that's not what I was doing. So I lost track of time, lost track of my steps. Either, something happened, or it was just, maybe fatigue from investigating for 2 nights. But it was a very scary experience at the Trinity Inn in Gananoque. Lost track of time. I felt angry. I felt I wasn't myself. Even it scared the crap out of my team members. And it was weird because there were so many things that went on there. It was a very, very kind of a bizarre vibe in this place. We'd love to investigate the Trinity Inn again, just so we can look into those occurrences. But I can't get into so many details here, Wayne, but this place was, it scared me personally. It really gave me a new outlook on things. And it scared the crap out of my team members. So it was a really scary experience for all of us at the Trinity. And I'm not saying stuff flew off the walls and, oh my God, there's demons and stuff like that. But the experience, the vibe that we had, the experiences I went through, and the whole general thing was just really bizarre. So the Trinity is something that really scared me on a personal level, or enlightened me, you could say, and actually scared the crap out of my team members, for sure. Thanks for the picture, Walt. I'll have a look at that later and try to let you know what we think, or I think, and then I'll send it off to Colin, and he can clean it up and see what he thinks it is. Okay, guys, I'm going to go on for another 7 minutes. 7, 7 minutes. I've been on for 7 more minutes. It's been a long day for me. I had to work this morning, so but again, like I said, I figured I'd make an effort at least to do some kind of ghost talk live feed so I could connect with you guys. I do miss all our fans, and I hate it when we have to not do our ghost talks live feed. So I really wanted to come on live tonight and actually chit chat and have maybe quick conversations with you guys. And I do appreciate, and I think the whole team appreciates, the ones that do follow us, the ones that support us, and the ones that believe in the work we do. Okay, Jennifer, so you managed to send it via private message. I will definitely have a look at that tonight. And like I said, same thing with Walt's picture. I'll send it off to Colin, and maybe Colin can kind of clean it up and see what's in there. Walt, residual problems. Are you talking about the Trinity Inn, like any kind of stuff going on after the fact, affecting, like, let's say, affecting our personal lives? Is this what you mean, Walt? Thanks for the comment, Walt. Walt, I really appreciate it. I do the best I can, and I really do appreciate that comment of yours. Thanks so much. Again, Walt, let me know, what do you mean by residual problems? As if like residual problems after the investigations we've done? Okay. No, I don't think there was any kind of side effects after the Trinity Inn. Do I feel like maybe we've brought something home? I don't think so. I mean, I think whatever was there, if there was something that we can prove it, we'd love to go back to see if we could look into it a little further. But I don't think we brought anything back. We didn't have any kind of negative experiences after the investigation. But again, that's possible. I do believe that sometimes when you expose yourself to these types of things, and then when you go into locations and you investigate, I do think if you're not careful that you can bring some stuff home. So again, everybody out there, when you're investigating, be careful what you do, protect yourself. This is more of my spiritual side thinking or talking. So protect yourself accordingly when you go to investigate. Of course, the paranormal field is so, we don't really know what's going on. So I'd rather err on the side of caution, and tell you guys to protect yourself. Whatever your personal spiritual beliefs are, use whatever protection you feel is needed. We've never investigated New Brunswick, Wayne. Not yet. We haven't gone east. And you're asking to elaborate on which story do you want us to share, Wayne? Which story are you talking about? Jennifer, I mean, I personally believe that the stuff you might have went through, or not might have, that you went through is possible. Like I said, we don't judge people. We do believe that people go through experiences, because we've all went through some sort of experiences, every single investigator in my team, which is obviously why we do this. It's not for fame. Of course, we'd love to have our own show, but of course, so hey, any networks out there? That's not what we do. We had experiences, and that's why we want to look into it further. We want some answers. We want some validation, like what happened, what did I experience, why did I experience it, and how can these things happen? So, Jennifer, don't feel bad. I think I totally believe you. I think this stuff happens. I think that's why so many people are into it, is we all have experiences, and we want validation for those experiences. Thanks, Walt, for the comment. Sorry, Wayne. It is Saturday. I'm getting a little tired. No, actually, we've never been to New Brunswick, but we'd love to. So if you have any locations where you've heard there's been some kind of activity, we'd love to hear about them, and we'd certainly drive out there and investigate. So if you have any ideas on locations where there's activity, let us know, and we'll make do our best to get out there. Okay, guys, I'm going to be on for one more minute. I'm actually getting really tired. So if you have any questions, further questions, let me know. And hopefully, last Saturday of September, we'll have the whole team here in our little, what we call our Ghost Lair, or Ghost headquarters out here in Manxville, Ontario. Hopefully, I'll have most of the team members here. There might be a couple of new additions coming into the team, so hopefully they can make it and they can actually participate in the September show. So this is upcoming. So right now, quite honestly, the only big event we have, again, as I mentioned earlier, is an event, October Halloween event. It's going to occur in end of October, and anticipated date is going to be in November 1st, so just after Halloween. It's going to be a big event, so please be sure to check our page. Tickets will go on sale shortly. We're actually going to meet with the owners of this location shortly to finalize some details, and then the tickets will go on sale. So please keep checking our page for this event coming up on November 1st. So Jennifer, you mean your like living dog was around when you were having these experiences, or are you trying to ask if an animal can come back as an entity or a ghost? Is that what you're saying? Wayne, the Algonquin Hotel in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. You know what? I will definitely look that up on Google, and we'll look into it. Thanks for the suggestion, by the way. And Brunswick's not that far. Maybe a 15, 18-hour drive. So it's a weekend trip, right? We'll do it on the weekend. Thanks for the lead, Wayne. I'll definitely look into that one. Thank you. Okay, guys, I said I was going to stop at 8:15, but you know what? I actually love doing this. That's why I'm always going overboard. Even when we do our regular, end of the month shows, it's supposed to be a 1 hour show. We go for like an hour and a half, but it's because I actually enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy looking at the questions. I enjoy interacting, and I know the rest of the team does, and that's why we do it. That's why we're always overboard. I was supposed to stop at 8:15, but I'm still on, so it's because I enjoy it. And when we do the Ghost Talk live feeds, that's why we do it. We enjoy your comments. We enjoy chatting with you guys. Enjoy the feedback that we get. We enjoy of course, Wayne getting leads about this Algonquin Hotel in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. So we love doing this. It's a passion of mine, anyways, and I'm sure it is for the rest of the team. I'm sorry to hear about your dog, Jennifer. So you're saying your dog actually, you believe an animal can actually show up as a ghost? Is that what you're saying? If that's the question, Jennifer, yes, I believe the ghosts are not just human. I think it could appear in any kind of form. It could be an animal. I totally believe that every life form has some kind of energy. And it's not just humans that come back as ghosts. I totally believe that animals can as well. Again, Jennifer, that's possible. Again, if you, how old's your daughter? I'm assuming she's young. I totally believe that the children can see much more than we can because they haven't been conditioned in saying, "Oh, it doesn't exist," so they're more open to it. So it's a big possibility that your daughter might be seeing these types of things. It's something I personally believe in. Of course, we can't prove it scientifically, but it's a personal belief of mine. Okay, guys, it is 8:19. I need to zone out for a bit. Again, I wanted to connect with you guys tonight because we missed the last show, and this show was it was almost a bust again. It is summer. People are on vacation. They have stuff to do, so it's hard to get everybody together. But I at least wanted to connect with you guys and actually go on live for a bit and chit chat and see who would come on and who would kind of actually pay attention to the show. So anyways, this was a Ghost Talks live feed, and we will be back on. Excuse me. Hopefully, we'll be back on. Hold on, date. Hopefully, we and not just me. September 28th will be our next Ghost Talks live feed. So hopefully tune in, and we'll have a little bit more information. Actually, hopefully at that point, the tickets for that event on November 1st will be up for sale and hopefully sold out, which we hope. Yeah, that would make sense. And for 4 years old, yeah, that would make sense a lot that she would see stuff. Hi, Cheryl. I noticed you just joined in, but I'm signing off for the night. Hopefully, you can join us next time, Cheryl. I enjoy when you actually watch our feeds. Okay, so guys, I'm tuning out for the evening. Like I said, I wanted to at least connect with you guys this month since the rest of the team wasn't here or couldn't be here. And be sure to join us September. Hold on, let me get the date again. Last Saturday, September 28th, we're going to have, hopefully with the rest of the team, another episode of Ghost Talks Live. Again, thanks again for the ones that did join, for the ones that commented. Thanks, Walt. Thanks, everybody that was on there for the comments and the suggestions. I will see you on September 28th. Lights out. Have a good night, guys.